Have you ever wondered why some people seem to disappear from the world without warning, without explanation? What if I told you it's not laziness, fear, or boredom, but something far more powerful? Today, we're going to explore why some people thrive at home, how solitude can become a superpower, and why staying home might be the most powerful thing they do for themselves. By the end of this video, you'll know which type you might be and how to use solitude to grow instead of feel trapped. The world outside is noisy, it's constant. Notifications, messages, social events, expectations, all asking for your time and attention. But some people quietly step away. They don't hate the world. They just don't need it the way everyone else does. Home becomes a sanctuary, a place to breathe, to think, to simply exist. But why do some people feel stronger in solitude while others feel restless or even lost in it? How comfortable are you with your own company? Not for a few minutes, not while scrolling on your phone, but really being alone. Just you, your thoughts, your emotions, your silence. If that thought feels heavy or strange, this video is for you. Some people didn't choose solitude, it chose them. Life pushed them there. After too many disappointments, betrayals, or simply exhaustion from constant pressure, they realized they needed distance to breathe. For them, home isn't a sign of weakness, it's recovery. Every candle they light, every playlist they play, every slow morning they allow themselves, it's not laziness, it's healing. Have you ever felt like the world outside became too loud, too demanding? Like you just needed a place where no one expects anything from you? That's not avoidance, that's survival. These people often rebuild themselves quietly. They rest, they reflect, and little by little, they return stronger. You might not see their process, but it's happening. Healing rarely makes noise. Introverts don't dislike people. They just process the world differently. For them, every social event, every small talk, every crowded room costs energy. When they come home, they're not escaping. They're recharging. Home is where they can be their unfiltered self. No pretending, no adjusting their tone to fit in, no fake smiles. Some of their best moments happen when they're completely alone, writing, thinking, planning, or just sitting quietly with a cup of tea, letting their thoughts wander. If you're an introvert, you probably know this feeling. When you finally close the door after a long day and your body just relaxes. That sigh of relief, that's your energy coming back. Solitude for introverts isn't emptiness, it's clarity. For some people, solitude is where ideas are born. Artists, writers, dreamers, they all know that silence can be louder than any conversation. Home becomes their creative lab, the place where ideas grow, projects form, and visions take shape. No distractions, no noise, no pressure to impress anyone. You might be one of these people without realizing it. Maybe you feel most alive when you're sketching, writing, or building something, alone, without anyone watching. Some of the world's most creative people, musicians, inventors, thinkers, did their best work in solitude. It's not because they hated the world, but because they needed space to hear their own voice. When you're alone, do you waste that time, or do you build something from it? Some people are simply more sensitive to the world around them. Crowds, loud sounds, constant conversations. It all drains them faster than others. For them, home isn't about hiding. It's about control. It's about choosing peace over chaos. They create environments where they can think clearly, work calmly, and feel safe. And that's not weakness, it's self-awareness. They understand that their energy is limited, so they spend it carefully. And because of that, when they do step outside, they show up fully. Maybe you're one of them, someone who values peace not because you dislike people, but because you value your focus and your calm. Now think about how different people respond to being alone. Some feel restless and avoid it, while others embrace it completely. We can see these differences more clearly if we look at 4 broad ways humans deal with solitude. Some people always seek company. They feel uncomfortable when alone. They use social interaction to distract themselves from what they might feel or think if they were silent. This isn't bad, it's just their way of coping. Others end up alone by circumstance. A breakup, a loss, or life's pressures push them into solitude. At first, it can be painful, but if handled mindfully, it becomes a period of growth. Then there are those who choose solitude deliberately. They know that quiet time is where they recharge, reflect, and create. For them, being alone is empowering and often sparks their best ideas. Finally, some people balance time alone with time with others. They've learned that solitude and connection both feed them. This balance allows them to stay grounded while still engaging with the world. Understanding which of these patterns feels closest to you can help you make the most of your alone time. It's not about labeling yourself. It's about noticing what works for your mind and heart. When you spend time alone intentionally, amazing things start to happen. Your thoughts slow down. You begin to notice what actually matters. You stop reacting and start reflecting. Solitude helps you think clearly. It helps you process emotions you've been avoiding. It helps you reconnect with your intuition, the quiet voice that usually gets drowned out by noise. You begin to see patterns in your behavior. You realize what truly makes you happy and what doesn't, and something beautiful happens. You stop needing constant validation. You start trusting yourself. That's the real power of solitude. It turns you into your own anchor. But here's the warning. Too much solitude can turn into isolation. It starts softly. You stop texting back. You cancel plans. You tell yourself you're just tired. And one day you realize no one really knows what's going on in your world anymore. That's when solitude becomes dangerous, because peace without purpose becomes a cage. It's easy to confuse calm with comfort. But if you stop growing, even the calmest place becomes heavy. Does your home feel like a sanctuary, or is it slowly becoming a cage? Even if you love solitude, you still need moments of connection. Not all connection has to be big or noisy. Sometimes it's just a walk outside, a small talk with a friend, a moment in nature. Quality always beats quantity. One deep, real conversation can recharge you more than 10 surface-level ones. So use solitude for growth, not escape. Let it restore you, but don't let it replace the world. Here's how you make solitude powerful. Reflect on what you really want, not what others expect. Build small, consistent routines that make you better. Protect your peace from endless scrolling and noise. And when you feel ready, share what you've learned from your quiet time. Because solitude isn't meant to last forever. It's meant to prepare you for the world again. Staying home and enjoying solitude is not a weakness. It's a choice, a strength, a form of quiet rebellion in a world that never stops talking. Growth happens when you take what you learn in silence and bring it back into the world. Which type are you? The survivor, the introvert, the creative mind, or the energy-conscious one? Or maybe a mix of them all? Whatever you are, honor it. Use your solitude wisely, because sometimes the quietest people are the ones doing the deepest work. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe.